Okay, so I am back in the car, and it has been a long while since I've driven this thing. I just got back from vacation yesterday. I got back pretty late at night. Well, not really late. It was just maybe like 8:30, but I mean, I go to bed early most days, as I've talked about before in the past. But it was a really nice, relaxing vacation. I feel really rejuvenated and full of energy, and just like, well, sorry, I need to get the phone holder still, so that much has not changed, even though I kind of said it would. I've just been saving my money and stuff, but I got paid, so maybe I'll get it again. I don't really know if I remember to order it off of Amazon, but yeah, it was, gosh, I'm gonna have to hold on to this thing. I got back and things were a lot, different than I was used to. There was like new repaved roads. Home felt, I don't know, a little shifted, like a bunch of things had changed. And that was like the first time I had really gotten back from a vacation, and it really felt like there was this massive shift, because a lot of times when I get home from vacation, I just like kind of am ready to collapse, and I get home and I'm in like a headspace where I'm just glad to be back, and I don't really think of all the repercussions of what has changed and what has happened of me leaving. The kind of, I haven't really acknowledged change as much from on other vacations, but this time I got back and I was just really mindful about what had really developed since I was been gone. And there's a weird sensation, I guess, that I hadn't really felt before, where things move on without you. And that's both exciting and scary and interesting and thought-provoking, and all these different swirls of emotions that I was kind of trying to meet head on as I was arriving home. And it kind of hit me as I was like going through, just passing the landmarks of my town or whatever. There was a lot of change, and I wasn't here to see it. And I know it sounds simple and small, but that was something I had never really fully grasped a concept of, or really stopped to pay attention. And I think that quitting social media and really kind of prioritizing my focus has really shifted how I feel in a lot of ways, because I'm much more in tune with my emotions and my physical, just like, I'm not meaning this to sound like really spiritual or religious or like turn people off, but like really I've just been so much more mindful, and I've been like almost like meta introspection, where I'm thinking about what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking about what I'm feeling. It's beyond just a natural reaction. I'm kind of like keeping myself more in tune to just whatever is going on around me, and that's something I had lost and I didn't understand. Like that was something I not even lost, it's something I never had gained before, because when I was younger, I really just put a lot of my effort into the birth of the internet. I wasn't really a part when it was first created, but it was the birth of like modern video technology and like social media, and really the advent of a ton of new stuff popping up. And so like I was just so immersed in that, and video games and a bunch of other stuff, and I really like, that was my life, was the things that I consumed. But now like I've stopped letting that stop letting like the things that I consume define who I am. I like have gained a better sense of purpose and personality, and by paying attention to what I am a part of, and what I'm like immersing myself in. And so when I got home, that hit me, that like really, really hard, seeing everything change without me and realizing like, wow, I never really had thought about something like that so deep before. Some like how things change around you with or without you. And that was something even starting this channel had me thinking about. Like I don't know how to describe it, but when I like quit social media, I made it this big dramatic video and all this stuff, and I had really thought, you know, stuff would be different, that there would be this giant shift, but to a degree it was just a silence. Like when I stopped using social media, nothing actually changed and so much moved forward without me. And I think like social media developed this sense of ego within me where I was like, oh, I'm a part of this thing. I'm actively changing this thing. If I'm gone, things will change. And that's not how it is, because with social media, I developed this, and just with technology in general, I developed this, there's like an ego you create with it where you think that you are the most important part of it because it services you. Like social media's target you specifically, so you think, oh, this is all about me. But it's not about you. It's a giant network, and you are just a part of it, and it caters to you to make you feel like you're the most important and just blow up your ego. But when that disappears, you realize, like, you get this realization, it was never about you. And so I'm kind of like, it's weird getting ready to go to college, because I've lost so much of an ego that I used to have, thinking about the fact that I don't matter as much as I thought I did in the past, or as much as I did when I was little. And that's an okay realization to come to, because that's reality. You're important to yourself, but to other people you have to develop relationships with them and like develop connections to where you are important. But you have to be willing to put in effort and realize, lose this sense of I'm the most important person in the room, because then you just turn into a jerk, a narcissistic, like someone just so full of themselves that you can't develop those connections where you realize you have room to grow and learn from other people. And I don't know, this is a lengthy talk, because I'm going to my normal gym. I'm not going to Planet Fitness today. I won't film anything, but I guess I have a lot to say about realizations I had coming back from vacation and what I learned on vacation about, and just learning from like just everything learning in my life. Like being out of high school, I've learned more about myself than I think I did like while in high school, because I'm actually holding myself accountable now and I'm not going through the motions of stuff. And so I'm excited to see how college will change or either help or hurt that. Like going through the motions and developing routines is important, but also stepping back and coming to self-realizations is just as important. So I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're coming to these realizations yourself, and maybe coming to realization from this video about learning about yourself and growing. I'm going to go inside and hit a quick chest workout, and then I'll be back out to talk about how it went. Well, the chest day is complete. Chest and triceps. It was a great workout back, honestly. Almost went through the full thing, except I wasn't able to get tricep dips in at the end because someone had stolen the machine. So that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, I tried twice to loop around at different points during the workout, and both times the tricep machine was taken. And I think that's a pretty popular machine, I guess, for just isolating the triceps, because a lot of times that I've been trying to do it, it's been taken at my main gym. So wasn't really able to get good shots today of anything, but I'll review the workout real quick. I kind of didn't go in order for everything, but I did relatively well. I started with the overhead tricep pulls, which went well. That was pretty basic. Not good, but not bad. Then I moved straight into bench press. Bench press went better than I thought. I shot up a little bit, got an extra rep, either 1 or 2 extra reps. I'll have to go back when I look at it. I think it might have just been 1 extra rep for each of my last 2 sets, doing 165, which is good. That's not really, that's kind of a little far out from my max that I've done in the past, but the reason I only do 165 when I've done like close to 200 before is just because, like, if I don't have a spotter, I feel like I do not want to hurt myself. So I scale my bench press as hard as I can do without spotting, because I'm not really comfortable enough asking people at the gym to spot me unless it's like a friend or something that I know. And then if I have a spotter, I feel like I do exponentially better with bench. But since most of the time I'm by myself, I just don't like it. I feel like I've said that a lot in some of my videos of how I do my bench, but it has kind of caused my bench to plateau a lot. So today, getting those extra reps in of 165 was a big progress indicator for me, and I was happy about it, because I was able to manage the extra reps and feel safe whilst doing so, which was good. So bench went well. I did a bunch of sit-ups, a ton of reps of sit-ups today. I hadn't done like the high rep ones in a little while, because I think I might have skipped it last workout, but they felt really good. Did overhead press a little bit. My arms were exhausted from bench press, my shoulders, so I didn't get much good overhead press. That was pretty weak. I did my normal weight, but I only got it for like 6 or so, and then the rest of the time I just used the bar and went high rep, like 12-15 reps, just doing the bar for all the rest of my sets. And at the end I did like a static hold at the top where I held the overhead press as high as I could, and I lasted like a little over 30 seconds just holding it, and then I didn't want to tax my shoulders for when I did incline. But guess what? I still ended up taxing my shoulders, because I went to incline dumbbell, and I did incline dumbbell after all of my overhead press, and then I did a bunch of Russian twists. Russian twist I improved by 1 rep, which was in my plan before, so nothing special there. And then what else did I do? And then I went to incline press, dumbbell press. That was my last lift, I think, of what I did today, and I didn't do great with it. I only got like 6. I put 6 reps in my plan, but I did 8 reps actually. I just was counting weird in my head when I marked it on the sheet. So I actually did get 8 reps with the 60s, but I had done like 12 reps in the past and gotten a lot of reps with the 55s. But with the 55s, I only managed about 6 to 8, somewhere in that range. And in the past, I had gotten like high, like 12 reps with the 55s after doing 60s. So sorry, that's a lot of throwing out numbers, but basically I had done better with incline dumbbell in the past, but today it was a little taxed because I did the holds, the shoulder emphasized holds after everything. But yeah, and then wasn't able to get tricep dips in at the end, but that was okay. My triceps were already pretty pumped from the overhead press and different, bench and other stuff I had been doing in the past, so I was okay with my progress today. I felt like I got a lot done, and I feel like the car talk at the beginning was good for me to clear my head for some things. My hair is a giant bowl right now. I've noticed that with videos. It's almost like I don't really look at the mirror that often, so when I see myself like in these videos, it's almost like a mirror, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at my hair a lot of times, or look at the giant pimple that's sitting on my face. But you know what? That's okay. I mean, that's not a pimple, that's like a scar from where I had to pop something. My acne got really bad over vacation, but it's all right. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Workout was pretty standard. Car talk got pretty deep though, because I guess I had a lot to get off my chest since I hadn't been recording for a couple days from the beach since I did the beach cardio. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. Bye.